Koryo embodies Koryo's founding principles of restoring Goguryeu's territories and Joseon's spirit of Sonbi. The progress line of Koryo Poomsae, which represents the spirit of an upright and strong Sonbi, is the character Sa, which means Sonbi. We will now take a look at the key moves of Koryo Poomsae. Koryo Poomsae consists of 13 moves, namely 통밀기 준비 자세, 고릎 옆차기, 젖젖 찌르기, 눌러 꺾기, 팔꿈치 옆치기, 손날 바깥치기, 손날 아래막기, 아금손 앞치기, 바탕손 눌러막기, 매주목 표적 아래치기, 안팔목 헤쳐막기, 손날 옆막기, and 표적 찌르기. We will now take a closer look at each of the key moves of Koryo Poomsae. Koryo Poomsae begins with 통밀기 준비 자세. Open your hands so your palms are face up. Then start in front of the lower abdomen, past the chest, and push forward so your hand blades face forward between the philtrum and neck. The tips of the hands are placed at the philtrum level. Your palms should face each other and maintain a face length between them. The angle of the arms should be 90 to 120 degrees, and your thumbs should be touching your hands. Do not straighten the thumbs. Do not raise the elbows. Your elbows should not rise when your hands are raised. The palms of your hands should not be visible when seen from the front. 고릎 옆차기 is a technique used to perform kicks with the same leg 2 or more times in succession. You usually strike an opponent's lower body, torso, or face in succession. Draw the attention of an opponent with the first kick, then dominate them with the second kick, or trip and block against an opponent's attack with the first kick and dominate them with the second kick. 고룹 차기 can be applied with various forms of kicks, such as 고룹 앞차기, 고룹 옆차기, 고룹 돌려차기, etc. 젖젖 찌르기 is a technique used to strike an opponent's lower abdomen downward after pulling back the tip of the hand. In Koryo Poomsae, 눌러 꺾기 is a technique of using the arc fist, 악무손, downward and holding an opponent's arm or leg with the other hand to press and twist. You typically press and twist their joints to dominate them. Besides pressing down and twisting the joints, another goal of Koryo Poomsae is to strike or push an opponent by pressing, twisting their kneecap, disrupting their balance. 팔꿈치 옆치기 is a technique that uses the edge of the elbow with the fist and elbow in alignment to attack an opponent in a straight line from the inside out. 손날 바깥치기 is a technique that uses a reversed hand blade to attack from the inside out. The target is an opponent's face and torso. 손날 아래막기 is the same as 아래막기, but it can also be used to strike and block an opponent's attack by opening the hand, or used as 바라막기 and 걸어막기. 아금손 앞치기 is a technique typically used to attack an opponent's neck with the arch of the arc fist and arm placed in a line. To achieve a hard strike and prevent injuries, the wrist must be properly straightened. Your forefingers should be twisted to face outward rather than forward, and your wrist should be straight. 바탕손 눌러막기 is a technique used to press and block downward. The palm of your hand is level with the solar plexus, and the space between your arm and torso should be about one fist. The blocking arm should be parallel to the ground. 매주목 표적 아래치기 is a technique used to slowly draw a circle with your arms, cross above your head. Open your right hand in front of the lower abdomen, then lightly hit your right palm with a left hammer fist. The fist should be made at the shoulder line. Slowly with a breath. Naturally bend your arms. Be careful not to straighten your wrists when your arms come down drawing a circle. 안팔목 헤쳐막기 is a technique used to block inside out using the inner wrist of your arms. The inner wrist should be level with your solar plexus when blocking, defending the torso, and the distance between the two should remain a shoulder's length. Your elbow should face downward without detaching from the body, and be careful the move does not resemble 등주먹 앞치기. 손날 옆막기 is a technique to block the sides by performing 손날 바깥막기 by standing sideways, like standing in the 주춤 서기 posture. A reminder: the direction of the force progresses inside out. The last of the 13 key moves is 표적 지르기. 표적 지르기 is a technique used to create a target with the palm of the hand. Perform jirugi toward the palm with the fist. It is used to connect other techniques by pulling an opponent using the force gathered in your hands after the jirugi. It is important to place the target and fist at the solar plexus level. These are the 13 key moves of Koryo Poomsae. We will now look at the moves in succession connecting each move. The key moves of Koryo first part consist of 통밀기 준비 자세, 왼손날 고도로 맞기, 오른 거듭 옆차기, 오른손날 바깥치기, 왼 지르기, 오른 안맞기, 오른손날 고도로 맞기, 왼 고듭 옆차기, 왼손날 바깥치기, 오른 지르기, and 왼 안맞기. Reclaim your kicking leg after performing 고듭 옆차기. Then perform the preparatory 손날 바깥치기 move. Complete 손날 바깥차기 when the ball and heel of the right foot touch the ground. The hand blade should be slightly above the shoulder, and the target of the hand blade is the opponent's neck. Push off the ground with the front foot from jirugi and continue with anmaki by moving your center backwards. Change direction using the ball of the leg that acts as the central axis when turning and setting. Cautions for Koryo Iljang. Taking a closer look. When performing the second yopchagi during gorop yopchagi, the heel of the supporting foot should face the direction of the kick. The force of the hand blade should be transferred from the inside out. When turning and setting, be careful not to change direction using the heel of the leg acting as the central axis. We will now practice the moves of Koryo Iljang in succession while watching the video. The key moves of Koryo second part consist of 왼손날 아래막기, 오른 아굼손 앞치기, 오른 앞차기, 오른 손날 아래막기, 왼 아굼손 앞치기, 왼 앞차기, 왼 손날 아래막기, 오른 아굼손 앞치기, 오른 앞차기, 왼 눌러 꺾기, 안팔목 헤쳐맞기, 왼 앞차기, 오른 눌러 꺾기, and 안팔목 헤쳐맞기. 손날 아래막기 is used not only for striking and blocking, but also applied to goromaki and paramaki. It is effective to block an opponent's inner or outer leg when striking and blocking an opponent's attack. The space between the thigh and the hand should be about 2 raised fists' length. 손날 아래막기 and 아굼손 앞치기 are connected and should be performed quickly in succession. 앞차기 and 손날 아래막기 should connect without pause. You need to control your breath to achieve a harmonious movement. When blocking, defending the torso, your fists should be level with the solar plexus. Remember that your fists should not rise above your shoulders. Also, the left arm crosses outside the right foot if the left foot is in front, and the right foot crosses outside the left foot if the right foot is in front. Cautions for Koryo second part. Taking a closer look. Do not overextend the elbow of the blocking arm during the 손날 아래막기 move. Also, be careful not to rely solely on the strength of the arm to block. During 앞차기, do not pause before the kick or fold and raise the leg past the supporting leg to make the kick. When performing 눌러 꺾기, the hand should not be above or below the elbow. Do not use the palm of your hand with the wrist used to press and twist upward. Concentrate force so that only the narrow part of the arc fist touches the target. During 안팔목 헤쳐맞기, do not cross your fists like 등주먹 앞치기 and turn forward on the inside. Your center should not be on your hind leg during 앞서기. We will now practice the moves of Koryo second part in succession while watching the video. The key moves to Koryo third part consist of 왼손날 옆맞기, 오른 표적 찌르기, 왼 옆차기, 왼 쩌쩌 찌르기, 오른 아래맞기, 왼 바닥손 늘어맞기, 오른 팔꿈치 옆치기, 오른 손날 옆맞기, 왼 표적 찌르기, 오른 옆차기, 오른 쩌쩌 찌르기, 왼 아래막기, 오른 파탕손 눌러막기, and 왼 팔꿈치 옆치기. 손날 옆막기 is performed by turning and setting the right foot backwards, using the left ball as the axis from the previous move and assuming the 주춤서기 posture. Do not forget that the elevation of the thrusting fist and the palm of the hand acting as a target should be level with the solar plexus. The thrusting arm should straighten, and the target arm should straighten naturally. The connection of 표적 찌르기 and 옆차기 is repeated twice in Koryo third part. The two arms should remain in place until the 옆차기. For 표적 찌르기, imagine an opponent forcefully holding your arm. Pull with assistance of the force from the other arm, then connect with a 옆차기 attack. Move and set your right foot in front of your left foot with 고아서기. Bend and raise your left leg. Pull your arms to the right side of your waist. Then perform 돌저귀 and 옆차기 at the same time. Pulling of the two fists to the back and the 옆차기 move must be balanced in terms of force and speed. The heel of the supporting leg should point in the direction of the kick. The target of the 옆차기 is an opponent's face, torso, and lower body, and can be changed depending on the level and the objective of training. The back of the hand should face upward at the solar plexus after 옆차기. Twist the wrist so the palm faces upward. Then strike the pressure point in the lower abdomen. The heel of the foot that performed 옆차기 should touch the ground at the same time 젖젖 찌르기 is performed to finish the move. Cautions for Koryo third part. Taking a closer look. During 손날 옆막기, the force from the blocking arm should not be directed forward. The two arms that performed 표적 찌르기 must remain in place until 옆차기 is performed. 고아서기 posture is assumed before 옆차기, and your fists must not be pulled back. Do not kick above the head with 옆차기, and be careful not to let your head fall below your back. We will now practice the moves of Koryo third part in succession while watching the video. The key moves of Koryo fourth part consist of 매주목 표적 아래 치기, 왼 손날 바깥치기, 왼 손날 아래막기, 오른 손날 안치기, 오른 손날 아래막기, 왼 손날 안치기, 왼 손날 아래막기, and 오른 아금손 앞치기. In Koryo fourth part, you can attack upward and block downward with 손날치기 and 손날 아래막기 in succession, but it is also possible to attack by quickly applying the upward and downward move. The lower body should hold steady. The torso should be flexible through your central axis with appropriate breathing. Cautions for Koryo fourth part. Taking a closer look. When performing 손날 안치기, the elbow should not move forward and assume a 손끝 찌르기 posture. The elbow of the blocking arm should not overextend when performing 손날 아래막기. We will now practice the moves of Koryo fourth part in succession while watching the video. You are now on the verge of becoming a master of Koryo Poomsae. We will take another look at all the moves and master Poomsae. We have looked at the key moves of Koryo Poomsae and provided thorough explanations for each move and things to watch out for. You will be able to master much better postures and techniques by training the Koryo Poomsae and reminding yourself of the spirit of Sunbi. We will see you again in the Gumgang Poomsae video. Thanks for watching.